Happy New Year, friend! Welcome back to the AeroView Lifestyle, the place where design meets runway, where vision meets legacy, and where we're not just building homes, we're building elevated lives. I'm your host, Ariel, a luxury interior designer who just so happens to specialize in a little corner of the world most people don't understand until they live it: hangar homes and the aviation lifestyle. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been with me since last year, welcome back. We're doing things differently in 2026. Deeper conversations, bolder strategies, elevated everything. You may have noticed I took a break in December. I pulled back from the endless scroll, the content demands, the client calls, and I went inward. Not to retreat, but to realign. And that's exactly where I want to begin this year, with alignment. This isn't just a new year, this is a new runway. And before we start rolling toward our goals at 90 knots, we need to make sure our flight plan is actually taking us somewhere we want to go. Let me ask you something. If you were about to take off in your airplane, but hadn't checked the weight, balance, or weather, would you go anyway? No, of course not. That would be reckless. But that's what people do every single day when they start building a home before clarifying the vision. I can't tell you how many times I've met a client who already has a floor plan from some draftsperson they found online or got handed by their builder, and it's just a box of regrets waiting to happen. They think they're saving time by starting with the floor plan, but here's the reality. You don't save time by skipping vision. You don't save time by using a stock layout, and you definitely don't get luxury by copying someone else's Pinterest board. In fact, 2 of my recent clients came to me with boxes of floor plans. Literal boxes. Stacks of PDFs, sketches, site plans, and you know what they said? We've spent so much time and money trying to make these work, but nothing feels right. That's heartbreaking. But also, that's why they hired me. They didn't need another drawing. They needed a visionary. And that's where we begin. Not with lines, not with dimensions, but with clarity. Who you are, how you live, what you need to feel at home on the ground. Here's what I want to make really clear this year. A hangar home is not just a house with an attached garage for your airplane. It's an experience. It's a transition space. It's a lifestyle. And yet, most designers and builders don't understand that. They'll give you cold steel walls, harsh LED lighting, a polished concrete floor, and call it luxury because they added a pot filler in the kitchen. But if the minute you land and roll that tug in, your space feels industrial, noisy, and disconnected from the life you love, then it's not luxury. It's just a warehouse with a bed. My job is to change that. We design for how it sounds, how it smells, how it feels, how it flows. We think about acoustic treatments because echo kills ambiance, integrated climate control that works for both airplane and people, flexible entertaining zones that make the space feel human again, and subtle aviation nods like runway-inspired lighting or custom propeller art that tell your story without screaming theme park. When I design a hangar home, I'm thinking about more than resale. I'm thinking about legacy. Just last week, I had a call with a pilot and his wife who had found a beautiful lot at an air park in Tennessee. The hangar was already in place, and they were so excited to build their dream residence on top. But here's what he told me. We have the shell, we have the square footage, but we don't know how to make it ours. I asked, what does home feel like to you after a long flight? He paused, and then he said, honestly, quiet, warm. I want it to feel like we never left the sky. That right there, that's the vision. It's not about where the sink goes. It's about how your life feels when you shut down the engine and step inside. That's what I'm designing. Let me say something that might surprise you, especially if you're thinking about building a hangar home this year or remodeling an airport residence you already own. You don't need a floor plan right away. I know that goes against everything HGTV and most architects will tell you, but in the world of high performance living, especially when aviation is involved, floor plans can actually become a trap when there's no vision leading them. Here's what I mean. I get calls all the time that go like this. We want to build a 60 by 60 hangar with a 2,500 square foot home attached. We already know where the kitchen's going and we want 3 bedrooms. How soon can we get plans drawn up? It's exciting. I love how fired up people get about their projects. But my response is always the same. Let's pause. Before we ever talk rooms, let's define the lifestyle you're building this for. Because whether you're landing a float plane after sunset or pushing your Bonanza into the hangar during a cold front, the question isn't where's the kitchen? It's what do you want to feel when you open that hangar door? Is it serenity, privacy, convenience, sophistication, a warm welcome for guests, an executive briefing office, a whiskey lounge? You can't sketch that into a box. It takes conversation, clarity, and planning. For my pilots out there, you know this intimately. There's a shift that happens when the engine winds down, when the headset comes off, when the wheels stop turning, and the hangar doors close behind you. That shift deserves intentionality. That's what we designed for. So this is exactly why I created the Aviation Project Starter Kit. And I don't just mean a fun little download. This is the actual process I use to coach my private clients through vision development. Inside the starter kit, you'll find the 10 elements of a hangar home vision. These include emotional tone, the flow of daily routines, pilot preferences, guest experience, and even weather-specific needs. Number 2, hangar home space planning questions. This section breaks down overlooked factors like tail height, wingspan, hangar door mechanics, and even where you'll store oil or perform maintenance tasks. Number 3, lifestyle worksheets. I work you through aviation-specific questions like, how many aircraft will this space support now and in the future? Do you host fly-ins or gatherings? How visible do you want the hangar from the living quarters? Do you want views of your plane or views while you taxi? Then we have some mood board templates where you'll have a visual tool to start shaping your aesthetic. Runway glam, mid-century turbine, modern mountain air park vibes, or whatever elevates you. And then lastly, the red flag floor plan checklist. This one is gold. It teaches you how to catch the most common architectural mistakes, like swing clearances that interfere with airplane wings or hangar doors placed on the wrong side of a slope. This kit is not fluff. It's the exact thing I wish my clients had before they ever called a drafter. And the best part, it's complimentary. Just download it in the showroom notes. When I built my own hangar studio, I realized just how different the aviation world is from traditional home design. Pilots are engineers, tinkerers. They crave logic and beauty working together. So our process reflects that. Every selection, from the acoustic oak wall paneling to the type of epoxy coating on your hangar floor, is tailored for both performance and beauty. We think about how the flooring handles hydraulic fluid, whether your trim materials will warp and hangar climate shifts, if the lighting glares off glass canopies or polished aluminum, if the window placement lets you see your plane from your bedroom. This is more than aesthetic. It's aviation lifestyle strategy. Now, let's address something that often gets misunderstood. Luxury in aviation design isn't about gold fixtures or glam finishes. It's about alignment. It's about stepping out of the cockpit and into a space that feels like the ultimate exhale. It's about opening your hangar and feeling proud to host a spontaneous fly-in because your space reflects who you are, down to the last detail. Luxury is knowing where everything goes, that your towels are always warm, that your guests have their own wing of the house, that your plane is visible from your kitchen, that your family is safe, comfortable, and inspired. That's what we build. So, if you're at the starting line right now, staring at a blank lot or a builder's catalog, pause. Ask yourself, what does elevated living look like for my aviation lifestyle? What does it feel like? How do I want to live in my space, not just park my plane? You don't need a floor plan yet. You need a flight plan. And I've created one for you. You can download the Aviation Project Starter Kit in the show notes. It's 20 plus pages of curated insight, worksheets, and vision tools made for pilots, airport community dwellers, and anyone dreaming of building a home around their love of flight. Inside, you'll find my exact thought process for clarifying your vision, avoiding expensive mistakes, and starting your project with confidence and clarity. Use it, share it, and if you're ready for one-on-one support, book a discovery call. I'd be honored to walk through your vision with you. Until then, keep dreaming big, living elevated, and remembering life's always better at altitude.